You know what? Technology's too expensive these days. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the cheapest things on the internet and review it here. Welcome to Reviewing the Cheapest. So if you've seen my previous month's worth of videos, you know I'm really excited about selfie drones. We went out and we found the cheapest selfie drone on Amazon. Say hello to the DJI 018. You know it's super cheap when it doesn't have a name. So there's a few rules of the road when it comes to reviewing the cheapest. We'll go on Amazon, we'll go on eBay, we'll sort by keyword, pocket drone. We will go down the list, we'll sort by feature, so I wanted foldable with the camera, and then we'll go and we'll see the first thing that actually looks like what we're looking for. So there were a couple drones that were cheaper than this. It didn't have a camera, so we're gonna break these videos into 5 parts. The unboxing, the review, the comparison to my current tech, should you buy it, and will I keep it or return it? All right, so let's get into the DJI 018. All right, so as you can see here, it comes in a really tiny little box. It says it has an HD cam, it's controlled by Wi-Fi, it's something CF, it can turn around, 360 gyro extremos. Looks like it uses the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi signal. All right, that's boring. All right, so what comes in the box? All right, we've got the drone. We've got some other stuff. Ooh, and a little bag. Sweet bag. All right, instructions. Nobody needs those. It's like a charging cable, some spare propellers, and I think this is a spare propeller tool. Alright, so the drone, really small. I mean, yeah, it feels kind of plasticky because this thing costs $31, but it folds out. It's incredibly light, like, I mean, it feels like there's nothing there, but it has the battery in it. And there's the battery. Super light. Right, everything works. Power. Alright, so you can see the drone right there. It does have 4 propellers. It says it has Wi-Fi. It's got a power button. Let's see if we can get the battery out. Come on, battery. Let's not break you in the first minute. So there's the battery. But the ultimate test, it says it's a selfie pocket drone. Does it fit in the pocket? Let's fold it back up. Ta-da! It does fit in my pocket. Alright, DJI 018, you win that round. Alright, so let's see if we can take it off. I guess we do have to read the instructions. Alright, so we're installing the app. Then we're going to take off in the house. Probably pretty dangerous. If you've seen me talk about my DJI Spark, I've flown that in the house a couple times, pretty poorly. Or my Mavic, I've flown that in the house a couple times and pretty poorly. The Mavic becomes like a whirring buzzsaw of death in the house, even though it's so cute when it's packaged up and it's all collapsed in. So it's like the DJI Spark where you have to connect, when it's turned on, it has a Wi-Fi signal. You have to connect through your phone to Wi-Fi UFO. You can see there, the lag on the camera isn't horrible. I mean, it's not bad. The camera itself doesn't look too bad either. I mean, let's be honest, this drone was $31. So I'm not expecting too much from it, but okay, it immediately wrecked. All right, let's try that again. Okay. That time one of the props just flew off. Not having pretty good luck with this little drone. All right, third time's the charm. Okay, so it's not gonna work in the house. Let's take it outside, try it there. All right, now we're outside. We're gonna try it again. And it's not taking off. Alright, we've charged it up a little bit. Let's give it a shot. So it definitely feels like, I don't know if this is all of them or just the one I got, is this side right here, the back right, is just not pulling enough power. I can feel it every time it takes off. It wants to do this, and so there's not enough lift to get it off the ground. Yeah, see, look, it's on, but it's pulling back. Yeah, I appreciate that it turned off. Yep. Alright, so this thing's not gonna fly. So let's at least test the camera out while we can. Alright, let's test out the camera. So this footage should be saving to my phone right now because it doesn't have an SD card reader. It saves your footage straight to your phone through the Wi-Fi app. I was kind of hoping to test the image quality out while flying it. It doesn't have any kind of stabilization. It just has this, what they call an HD camera. I don't think it's actually 720p. I think it's probably in the 300 to 400 range. But looking at the phone, the image doesn't look awful. It doesn't look terrible. I think it looks just about right for a $31 drone and this tiny little camera that comes with it. Unfortunately, the drone's not flying. Okay, so I think I already know the answer, but let's compare this to the current tech. So the JY018, direct comparison in my lineup, is the new DJI Spark. They're both portable selfie drones. They're both about the same size. The DJI Spark weighs more. What the DJI Spark cannot do is it cannot fold up its propellers, which, if we're being honest, is a really awesome feature. And there's a lot of awesome cameras out there that do this, like the Dobby. I'm hoping to review that someday in the future if I buy another drone. I'm kind of addicted to drones. Don't tell the everyday wife. So the DJI Spark also has a 1080p camera, so it does shoot high def. This has what they call HD. I don't think it actually is HD, but for the price, this costs less than a tenth of this. So I think it's a fair shot. I think I may have just gotten a faulty unit because I have seen videos of them flying. This one just doesn't want to fly. So in comparison to the tech, this is where technology is right now compared to this portable drone. Should you buy it? Well, based off of my quick little test where I couldn't even get this thing to fly, no. You should not buy the JY018. If they have a model that actually is flying and doesn't have this rear propeller problem, it would probably be a fun little drone to give to a kid or something like that, just to have fun with. Not for any kind of serious drone footage, or it doesn't have any intelligent flight modes. It doesn't really have anything other than, well, it supposedly flies. I still haven't seen that. So to be quite honest, I'm very disappointed that I couldn't get this to work. I really, really like how this drone looks. I like how light it is. I like how small it fits together. I don't like how cheap the propellers feel. They feel like, I bet you could 3D print something a lot more sturdy. But I like that it has some kind of a camera that you could just take this with you. Nobody is gonna bat an eye if you start playing with this somewhere. Like, people are nervous when you start bringing out real drones because they're, I think there's a perception that drones are bad. I don't agree with that because I own lots of drones. But nobody's gonna question you when you fly this little thing. And it looks cool. Like, this drone looks cool. This is a cool looking drone that just, I don't know, I'm so disappointed. I really wanted this to work. I really, really wanted this drone to work. So will I keep it? Nope, I'm not gonna keep it. If I can't fly it, I'm just gonna return it. Maybe I'll see if I can get another one from Amazon, but it's going back. So hey everybody, thanks for stopping by for Reviewing the Cheapest, where we will continue to review the cheapest tech we can find. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you want to keep on seeing all the awesome cheap tech we're going to recover. And when you click the subscribe button, click that bell notification so that you ensure you get all the updates. I don't know if you know this, but if you don't click that bell notification, you could potentially not get all the updates. YouTube has changed its algorithm, so even though you're subscribed to somebody, you don't necessarily get all their updates. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Reviewing the Cheapest. Thanks for stopping by.